Hi, Samantha here from Consignment Chats. I haven't done an unboxing in a while, and I recently revamped my website, made it simpler, actually ditched Shopify, saved some money each month, and made things simpler for my consigners. And I just wanted to do a little bit of unbagging, if we will, because they come in bags, not boxes, and just talk a little bit about my agreement, which I also updated. And leave your questions in the comments if you have questions about consignment agreements. We at Consignment Chats have a sample agreement at consignmentchats.com. You can download it, fill in your information. It gives you basic guidelines. You can view my agreement on sortingwithsamantha.com. So let me know if you have any questions. I have not ever unboxed this consigner, I believe, so I figured I would do that for you guys. Love her, love the stuff she sends, and I actually prefer all of my stuff to come in these TJ Maxx bags or reusable shopping bags. So much easier, and I find that if they take the effort to put them in these bags, they've taken the effort to clean and fold and organize each piece, makes them more thoughtful. I don't accept things that come in garbage bags or things like that. So that's like step one of my agreement is they are allowed to bring 4 bags or boxes, and they need to be this size, the basic reusable shopping bag. I do ask that they have their name on each bag, and I have specifically put in my agreement that if their name is not on it, they are donating it, because I am not tracking down who has what. Yes, people sign up for certain days to drop things off, but they don't always abide by that, which is another issue that I've addressed in there. And just very specific. So this consigner uses painter's tape, which I also provide in my drop off and pickup area. She does it herself, and she puts her name with painter's tape in her bags. And I love that. She's one of my faves. I worked with her at the hospital, and her daughter actually put herself through college selling things on Poshmark, I believe. And I mean like paid off student loans using Poshmark and reselling. And I remember I was still just dabbling in it, and this consigner would come up to me at work and she'd be like, "Have you heard of Lululemon?" And she would tell me about her daughter finding a bunch of leggings at a Goodwill bins before I'd even ever been to a bins before. So she gets it. I don't know if her daughter still sells. I know she did when she started consigning with me. So I appreciate that she consigns with me and gives me these wonderful things. So hers are normally pretty good. I don't donate anything or have to do anything to her items. That is another part of my consignment terms is I go through and sort through these items. And if I feel that they're not worth my time to list either online or in my Facebook auction group, which we have a video on, then I will donate or trash however I see fit. If it gets to the point where I'm donating or trashing a lot of items or a significant amount, or there are red flags in the bags of items, I will reach out to that consigner and have that conversation, and sometimes just tell them that we're not the right fit. But for the most part, I've weeded them out, and I got some awesome people. So we have a North Face pullover. Super soft. Cute bag. Origadio. I don't know this one. Beautifully crafted and built to last. Trilla Fanny. Okay, well, super cute little. Can we call them fanny packs again now? Is that what we're saying? It's not a belt bag anymore. We're bringing back the fanny. These kids trying to make it cute. Some cute Life is Good canvas bag. Got some jeans. I love it when people bring me local things. Anything that says Upper Michigan, Great Lakes, all that stuff. Really lean into your local region. We're a pretty big tourist area. We don't have a high population or a lot of stuff going on in the Upper Peninsula, but we do rely heavily on our tourists. And I know that if I list Michigan things, it could very well sell in Michigan. Doubtful though. You can buy that stuff on any corner, any tourist shop. I do check out my tourist shop when they close in the fall and winter. And I go and get clearance items. I've talked to some people in other regions. There was a guy in Milwaukee that would go to the bins that's just south of Milwaukee in Kenosha. And he had a little shop there, like a little pop-up brick and mortar type thing. And he would buy anything that was local, like Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Green Bay, anything that was local, and sell it to the tourists there. And I find that I ship a lot of stuff to like California or Florida because they're people that are either away for the winter and they want to give gifts or whatever, or they're people that have visited the area or are going to visit the area. They're planning that vacation. So we may take for granted some of the things in our local area. I didn't look and see what brand this was. 32 degrees. We may take for granted that kind of stuff, but it's bread and butter for me because they can't get it outside of Michigan. So you might as well make that available to them. This is a cute little planner with stickers and stencils. It's cute. Like this one, the Wild Blueberry Festival in Paradise, Michigan. Oh, one of my favorite little festivals. I actually haven't been to in a while. Somebody's going to love that. That's a huge touristy thing. Middle of nowhere. Some Teva sandals. Always work. Those are good. Basic Columbia hat. Nice and soft. I actually just sold a couple of the hats she brought with her last batch. Some little crochet things. This is an Avalanche pullover shirt. This is a holiday time, which is a Walmart brand, but it's Christmas. It's cute. It's soft. It's got little beads on it. I will still list this. It will likely sell. If not, I'll throw it in the auction group next year or something. It'll sell there. Is this a bed skirt? Little unicorn. I don't know how she had this folded so nicely. We're just going to do that. I'm going to have to unfold it to photograph it anyways. Oh, this is soft. This is a cardigan. Cyrus. Don't have a ton of hanger space right now. I need to get these things listed. So when they have their name on their tape, or I put name on the tape if they label it a different way, I then put the tape right on my shelves, and then that way I know this shelf is that consigner, and I can put the things that don't get hung on that. And then I usually also have stickers or tape, and I can sticker the item on here or a spot on here, so I know whose is whose. And then I can process this in order, left to right and up to down. And right now they all correlate. I've got this consigner with the top shelf, this section with the second shelf, and then this section with the third shelf. So it all works out. A big thing with consignment is keeping things in order. I am a sucker for getting stuff and seeing it and wanting to just dive right into that bag, even though it's not that consigner's turn or that bag's turn. So you have to have some discipline with that. All right. She is a puzzle lover. She knows I am a puzzle lover. I like to do the puzzles and then list them. Oh, and this one's fun. Look at all those telephones. So fun. So fun. And only 500 pieces, so that's a quick one. This puzzle actually wouldn't take too long. So fun. So I will add this to the shelf, but I will likely come up and get this probably tomorrow, because I currently have a puzzle going on my table downstairs. I think it's also one of hers. So I have to keep a note on my puzzle table as well as to whose puzzles I'm working on. I do regularly do puzzles when it's not summertime. We have long fall, winter, springs here. It's always cold and dreary outside. So when I'm not outside enjoying the snow or the winter, I am likely doing a puzzle and watching a movie at night when I relax with my husband for a few hours. So I do regularly do puzzles. I think I'm up to like 100 puzzles this year or something. So, and I find that they sell better. I can do a picture of the whole front, or if it's a mystery one, just the back, to show that it has all the pieces. And I put a disclaimer that it was a complete puzzle when I put it together. She always brings me lots of books. Oh, I used to be a big Jodi Picoult fan. Have not done any of her newer ones. Those books aren't great sellers online, especially when they're on consignment, but she brings me very relevant ones, and they do very well in our auction group. I got some bookworms in there. What is this? These are, look at, she even put a note and a label in this box. I'm gonna try to cover up her name. Not that she would care. She loves to support everything I do, and she's one of my favorite humans. So I know she wouldn't care if her name was out here, but this is a bunch of earrings. She must have went through an earring stash. Come on, focus. There are, Cheryl Stevens. That's a local artist that does clay jewelry. That's a necklace. Oh, that's pretty. Come on. So there is, there's a lot of jewelry in here. These are fun. Oh, there's a lot of the Cheryl Stevens clay ones. Fun. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not a huge fan of jewelry, but when it comes like that, super cute, has cards with it, has stuff like, that's fun. That is a fun night to go through that and listen. Gingerbread cottage puzzle. Oh, how fun. 500 pieces, 20 by 20 puzzle with a little candy shop. Okay, what a fun box. I will likely do this one, or maybe not do this one. She's never brought me a puzzle that didn't have a piece in it. So this should be good, but I might put this right in the auction group like this week. That's cute. And then I don't have to ship it because it is just a little bag with the pieces inside of it, but that's so fun and so cute. Huh. I might have to buy this one. It's a Monopoly puzzle. Oh, I might have to do this and like frame it in here in the office. How fun. It's like my two favorite things put together. If I get something on consignment that I want, or a family member wants, or I want to give it as a gift, I do purchase it. That is, I don't know why people think I wouldn't. They're just like, oh, you want that? There you go. And I'm like, okay, well, let's set it over here so I can buy it from my consignor. And some of my family members are like, oh, you have to pay for that? Yes, he brought it to me. It's still their item until I sell it. And if I want it, then I need to purchase it. Do I get it at a 60% discount? Absolutely. But if I would have listed it for $25, I'm going to say it sold for $25, and they are still going to get their portion of that profit. So they're actually, my consignors actually make out a lot better if I purchase things, or my family members, because they're not selling in a sale event or with a 20% offer or any of that. Like giving you the full price. And sometimes I feel a little guilty. You might actually get a little extra because I love stuff so much. All right. She brought me 4 bags, and I hope that there's this many puzzles in the other ones, but also not really because I don't have this kind of time. These are so fun. She's brought me these puzzles before. So fun. That looks like the Lational Islands. Is this local to Michigan? I'm trying to look. It's a buffalo puzzle, but those are clearly Chris Craft like wooden boats. It says the legend lives on, which is a huge part of our local lore with the Edmund Fitzgerald and that kind of ship story, but not those kind of boats. So, that's fun, funky, flaggy one, fun. Oh, plant shop. How cute. I wish my daughter had room to do puzzles. I can't wait until she gets an apartment, not just a dorm. She's not a huge fan of puzzles, but I feel like this one she would. It's got a puppy and it's a plant shop. So cute. And she brought me the cat version of this that I've already done, so might as well do the dog version. I think that one sold rather quickly as well. It's a 1,000-piecer. Do they have a Great Dane? Yes. That's what I have. Oh, so cute. Okay, so that is 2 bags of consignment. She did bring me 4. They're still downstairs. But yeah, that's what I have room for. A lot of puzzles, but that's fun. This will take me a few weeks, but it is growth season, so it's a perfect time to do puzzles. If I can't get through them in the next few weeks and I don't want to get them jumbled up or misplaced or anything, I will sometimes purchase the puzzles myself and just put them in my puzzle to do pile, just because I want to do all the puzzles. Some of them I will sell not put together, but not very often. I just love to do all the puzzles. So that's my thing. Yeah, so that is a little insight into some of the consignment I get. I do sort through it. I didn't have to get rid of any of that. She's a fantastic consignor. She labels everything appropriately. She brings it to me in the right bags, all that good stuff. I've never had to really give her any type of feedback. She checks her account. She sees what sells. She sees what I like to list. She brings it to me. I love, love, love working with her. She does a great job. She's also like an avid hiker and stuff. So the clothes she brings me, you can very much tell that she owns a Subaru and is the typical Upper Peninsula hiker. So brings me stuff that always sells, works very well. If you have any questions or you want to hear about the next step in my process, I'll probably do a little listing video and talk about how I list things and with consignment. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear, if you have any questions about that. And everybody have an awesome and profitable day.
For all things Consignment Chats, visit us at consignmentchats.com and join our free private communities on Facebook and/or Patreon.